Hey everyone, it's John from In My Father's Kitchen. I got a powerful story to share with you. So as we're going through this time with COVID-19 and the coronavirus, there's all this stuff about the social distancing. And one of the things I want to share with you, a powerful story that happened, a testimony, that prayer can break social distancing. You know that you could give someone a spiritual hug? And here's my story. Here's what happened. My mom is 78 years old. And she's struggled with like a knee issue with one of her knees, and it's always been hard for her to walk, and it's been a challenge to get around her. Her knee is really swollen. And because of her age and everything, a decision with the doctors was made that really there's nothing they can do with surgery. It just has to use maintenance and maintaining it with pain medication and aspirin and Tylenol, stuff like that. And she just goes through life and grits it out because my mom's a tough woman. Well, the other day she calls me and says that out of nowhere, she went to bed, she felt fine, she woke up, and then the bottom of her opposite foot, on the opposite leg, on the heel, she had this excruciating pain and couldn't even stand on it, so now she can't even walk at all. So Friday morning, she gives me a call and says that she's in so much pain. She says, "John, can you please pray for me?" So what I told her was that evening, Leigh Ann and I would get together and we would pray for my mom for her foot to be totally healed and restored. So what we've been doing for the last probably 3 to 4 months is lighting a candle on Shabbat. So the Jews, the Jewish nation, the Jews will do their Sabbath Friday evening at sundown till Saturday evening at sundown. That's the Sabbath. So Leigh Ann and I have made a decision with God is that we would consecrate the Sabbath day as a day of resting, a day of doing nothing for 24 hours, disengaging from anything of work-related stuff, and just focusing on family, praying, and getting closer to God. So that evening, around 8:03, was sundown on Friday night. Leigh Ann and I light our Shabbat candle, and we pray in the Shabbat, the Sabbath. And then at the end of the Shabbat prayer, I pray for my mom. Leigh Ann and I touch hands, we agree, and we pray for my mother. We pray for total restoration. I said, Father, out of this day of rest and remembering you, I ask you to lift up my mom to you, and now that you would touch her foot and you would totally heal her. So the day goes on, Saturday comes, the Sabbath ends at 8:10 Saturday night. I get a text from my mother about 9:45 last night. She says to me, "I have to tell you, I'm in no more pain." She goes, "Yesterday around 8 o'clock, she goes, were you praying for me?" This is on a text. Immediately I get goosebumps, and I knew that we just got done praying at the same time my mom felt something happen to her. So I call her. I ask her, "Mom, what happened?" She goes, "About 8 o'clock, she goes, I was sitting there just after 8 o'clock, and all of a sudden I felt something come over me," and she goes, "I felt like a whole new person, and all the pain went away, and I got up and I started walking around at the exact same time we were praying." So I told her that we started to pray for her at sundown at 8, like around 8:03, and she said it was the exact same time where she got a healing happen to her foot. So why do I say all this? That was a spiritual hug while we're doing social distancing. As people of faith, we need to understand that faith crosses social distancing lines. Prayer will cross those lines. When you think of someone and that whisper comes into your ear, to your heart, and you remember someone that may have been in your past, present, or future, pray for them, lift them up through this time, and give them a spiritual hug. And maybe they're going through something and a miracle could happen for them. So that's my story, a powerful story. My mom healed, praying through COVID-19 while social distancing. I still touched my mom in the spirit realm. God touched her, God healed her. All it took was me to believe and pray and let God do the rest. So if this ministers to you or blesses you, just please comment here. Let me know what you've been going through, and maybe share some of your stories as well. And let's see what God's been doing through COVID-19. God bless everyone, and taste and see the Lord is good all the time. God bless you. Have a great day. We love you.